You know, annoying or rich people used to ask for the manager, but then they started asking for the owner. But if you're someone who makes millions of dollars and can hit a golf ball the length of an aircraft carrier, and you get a bad ruling at a golf tournament, you escalate things to the top tier, the final boss of customer support, the President of the United States. Your call is important to us. For nuclear deterrence, press 1. For a disputed lie in the fescue, press 2. And really, I just wanted to say fescue. If only I had a good David Faraday impression. Anyway, Bryson DeChambeau received a 2-stroke penalty at the Open Championship for improving the line of his swing by stepping down some of the tall grass behind his ball. The RNA reviewed it. The ruling was clear. It's a golf thing. You don't need to know golf rules to know what's going on here. DeChambeau disagreed with the ruling and then had a prolonged argument with officials where DeChambeau reportedly said that he would call Donald Trump if the penalty was not overturned. No, he wasn't asking for his coach, not a rules expert, not even a lawyer. He asked for the commander-in-chief, who should be busy commanding things during a friggin' war with Iran. And he's going to call him over fescue. I got to say it again. And look, DeChambeau's not just another golfer who knows Donald Trump. This guy chairs Trump's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. He endorsed Trump. Trump calls him Mr. 58. They are regular enough that invoking the president apparently felt plausible. And in a functioning country, a golfer threatening to call the president during a rules dispute, it would sound insane. Everybody would laugh at him. But in Trump world, everybody has been trained to believe that the president's friendship should beat a rule book. A red card in soccer? Call Trump. A pardon? Find somebody near Trump and an ATM. College football players finally getting a voice? Shut that down and call Donald Trump. And a golf penalty? Threaten to call Donald Trump. Now, if you have a zoning issue down at Mar-a-Lago, I assume you'd call SEAL Team 6, but that's a different story. The golf people, fortunately, didn't blink. The chief executive of the RNA, they called that ruling clear-cut. And there's no evidence that a Trump call was actually made. The penalty stood. Yet DeChambeau, proving that he is a giant baby, still turned this into a multi-hour drama, refusing to sign his card for a time, delayed the next day's tee times, and then reportedly asked for his old scorecard after another round. It sounds like how Donald Trump would play golf. Rory McIlroy called the spectacle performative and said that DeChambeau was holding the tournament hostage and it wasn't a good look. DeChambeau responded by posting edited photos of himself floating above the grass, because nothing proves that you're above a controversy like commissioning visual effects for the controversy, just like Donald Trump does on Truth Social. And look, when did I know the president become the universal American appeal process? Drop your favorite of these "I'm calling Donald Trumps" in the comments. I saw one on Worst Neighbor Ever where this lady was complaining about her neighbor and called 911 asking for Donald Trump. Look, we've seen it in government, business, sports, the HOA, Little League, anywhere that someone tried to replace a rule with a relationship with Trump. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. And the entitlement is almost more revealing than the threat, because DeChambeau believed that Donald Trump's name might actually matter to the people that are enforcing golf rules in the UK. Why would he believe that? Only because the Trump administration has spent years teaching allies that institutions are weak, officials are bendable, and loyalty can produce exceptions. All it takes is a frickin' phone call. Judges attacked, prosecutors fired, the press threatened. Inspectors general, they disappear. FIFA reviews a red card after a presidential call, pardons move through friends and lobbyists, and of course, eventually, somebody's going to try it on tall grass. Fortunately, here, the grass won. And that should be a normal thing, but somehow, in this Trumpian world we live in, it feels heroic. And that's why I'm going to ask you to subscribe, because we are documenting the long national experiment in finding out whether "I know Donald Trump" can overrule literally everything.